Hi and welcome back. So today I created this look using the new Linda Hallberg Cosmetics palettes that she came out with. And if you don't know who Linda Hallberg is, she is a huge makeup artist. She's Swedish and she has her own makeup line. I love her. So if you don't know who she is, I don't know if you and I could be friends because she's so good. You have to have heard about her. She's super inspiring. She is like, oh, I don't know, I cannot even explain. Like, she's a true artist and she has her own makeup line, and the concept of the makeup line is that you are the creator and you can use the products however you want. So she has a lot of crayons that she calls them, which are pencils, but she calls them crayons, and because they can be used both on the eyes, on the lips, like you can use them however you want to. So like, she has a really good concept, so every product that she has you can multi-use them. So that's the same with these new palettes. Like, you can use them as eyeshadows or as lip toppers. If you want to create a cool metallic or duochrome lip, you can use them as highlighters. So I really like that concept of her brand, and so I'm going to stop rambling. I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about the palettes and then we can move on to the tutorial. So one of her palettes is called Enchanted Secrets, which is the duochrome palette. It has 4 shades and the pans are really large, as you can see. And they're gorgeous. You can use them as highlighters, as I said earlier, or shadows, or whatever you want to use them for. So this is so stunning. I am wearing palette. I'm wearing the Moonwake and Ethereal. Ethereal is my favorite one because I love that green yellowy shift to it. Then I'm wearing Sapphire as my highlighter, which is super nice. It has that corally pinkish duochrome. And the other palette that she came out with is called Metallic Mysteries, and this is gorgeous as well. I'm wearing the shade Dead Star and Gamma. Gamma is on like the inner part here, and Dead Star is on my outer corners and lower lash line. They're super nice. This shade Collusion is like a pressed glittery formula. It's super nice. I've played with them twice before because where I work we have the Linda Hallberg Cosmetics brand, which is at Kicks. Which Kicks is like the American version of Sephora but in Scandinavia. So I work there for Urban Decay. So I actually used these palettes the first day that they came to the store. I created a really nice look with the shade Ethereal on my coworker and some matte oranges and like plummy shades. It looked like amazing. And then the other day I did a look using Collusion on a friend, and that looked amazing as well. So I have played with them, but I haven't used them on myself. And as a eyeshadow base, I used the Mood crayons, which is a really nice set. You get a yellow, orange, purple, blue, and green. I used everyone except for the green today, so you can see how they perform as well. And then I used the pencil called Brown Core from her core collection, which is my favorite one. I use it all the time as my lipstick or on my inner rim of my eyes. So I'm going to stop talking, and if you want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. So I'm super excited that I'm going to use the Linda Hallberg palettes today. I'm going to use some of her Mood crayons as well. So in this tutorial I've already got my base, my contour and stuff like that. I will be highlighting and putting some blush when I'm done with the eye makeup, but if you want to see how I do my base, then you can see my previous videos, and yeah, let's move on. So I'm going to apply a little bit of the Likeable Mood crayon, which is the orange one, and that one is going to be on my crease like so, and then I'm gonna blend it out with my finger. I don't know if the camera recorded, but I'm gonna use the crayon in Happy Mood, which is the yellowy one, and I applied it on my lid halfway. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I am going to apply like the shadows on top, and yeah, I'm actually not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm just winging this look. And then I'm gonna use the purple crayon, which is called Daring Mood. Daring Mood. And this one I'm going to apply on my outer corners. And just blending it into the orange. I have no idea how this look is going to turn out, but I'm just... And now I'm just going to clean up my fingers, and we are going to move on to the shadows. And I want to try to use so many shadows as possible so you can see all of the different finishes. So on a Linda Hallberg 304 brush, I'm going to use the shade called Gamma from the metallic palette. And I'm going to apply this in where I put the orange shade. I do want to bring this cool metallic finish into like my brows over here. Oh, this shade is so gorgeous. Oh, look at this shade. And then I'm gonna use the shade called Dead Star, which is like a dark purpley shade. And I'm gonna use that on my Makeup Store 106 brush. I don't know if they even do this brush anymore, but it's a good packer brush. And I'm going to apply it where I applied the purpley mood crayon. Oh, look at that. And then I'm going to blend a little bit with that Linda Hallberg 304 brush. And just merge these shades together. I love the combination of purple, orange, and green, so I think I'm gonna go for something like that. I'm going to move on to the duochrome palette, and I'm gonna use the shade called Ethereal, which is that greenish duochrome shade, which is my favorite one out of all of them. And this shade I'm actually gonna press down with my finger on where I applied the yellowy base. Oh, I live for this shade. I actually did a look because I have these palette where I work. So I actually did a look on a co-worker, and I used this shade and I used a bunch of matte oranges and purples, and it looks so good on her. And she has like green eyes. Oh, look at this shade. I think I'm dying. I've never had so much shimmer on my eyelids though. This look would probably look better if you have a little bit of mattes, but let's just flow with it. And now I'm going to move on to the lower lash line. I'm going to apply the purpley mood crayon, the Daring, so it connects with what I did above. Like so. And then I'm going to take my Urban Decay Smoky Smudger, and I'm just going to smoke out this shade. And then I'm going to apply the Dead Star that I used on my outer corners to tie in what I did on the outer corners with the lower lash line. because I do want it to be like connected. So I'm going to use the blue crayon, which is called Cool Mood, and I'm going to apply that on my inner corners. I look crazy, but I am going to blend that out. And then I'm actually going to use the shadow from the Enchanted Secrets, which is the Moon Wake, which has a pink and purple and blue shift to it. So when I apply the blue underneath, it's going to pick up more of the blue reflect. Like, that's the trick with duochromes. Like, whatever you put underneath is going to reflect the most. I do want to add a little bit of matteness in this, so I'm going to use my Subculture palette and use some of the mattes to just give it a little bit of dimension, because now everything is light reflective, so it's not giving me that that depth. I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm going to take the shadow called New Wave, which is the orange shade over here, and I'm just taking a tiniest amount. And the same on the other eye. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Edge, which is the yellowy shade. So I'm going to take a little bit of that Rowdy shade, which is like a dark gray purpley shade. And I'm going to use that on the brush that comes with the Subculture. And I'm really taking the tiniest amount and applying it on the outer corners to give me some depth. Moving back to that blender brush that I used the orange shade, and I'm just going to soften the edges. I do want to give myself a little bit of a brow bone highlight. So I'm just taking a matte eyeshadow and I am going to just highlight under the brows. And now I'm just going to apply some lashes, but before I do that, I'm going to use the Rowdy shade again from the Subculture palette on a flat shader brush. And I am just going to tight line. Now I'm going to curve my lashes and put some mascara, so I'll be right back. So I'm back and I've got some lashes on. I put some mascara on my lower lashes as well. So I used the velour lashes in Wispy Sweet Nothing. And I'm really happy with the look. I love these palettes. So I'm going to apply the purple crayon, which is called Daring Mood, on the waterline. Oh, it's so beautiful. So, and to finish off the look, I'm going to apply some lipstick and some blush. I'm going to apply some blush using the Linda Hallberg 310 brush, which is a all-over brush. And I'm using the Milani Dolce. This brush is so soft. And then for my highlighter, I'm going to use the 306 brush, and I'm going to use the color Sapphire that I didn't use on my eyes, which is a really nice shade. And I'm just going to highlight with this Ugh. Look at this. Oh my god. I hope you can tell in the camera how gorgeous this is. So moving on to lips, I'm going to use the Brown Core pencil, which is a really nice brown. I love it in my inner rim of my eyes and I love it on my lips. So I'm going to use it as a lipstick today. And now to make it more creamy, I'm gonna take the Linda Hallberg brush in 301, and I'm going to take a little bit of Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream, and I'm just taking a little bit. I love how this look turned out. I love Linda Hallberg Cosmetics, and of course I love her. She's a true creator, a true artist. I always get so inspired by her. So if you haven't picked up any of her products, I would really recommend that you do so. I love both palettes, and so I can't like choose one of them. So that's why I bought both of them, and I love her crayons. They're so versatile. You can use them on your lips, on your eyes. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. And yeah, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!